Hello G Nation, it's your host G, and we got a brand new character to preview, and if you're not down with that, I got two words for you. Yeah, it is Triple H DX Army. He is a technician as well. That's a second Triple H that is a tech. If we have a look, the coach ability at 15,000 is receive 20% less damage from reinforced gems, so rather useless really. He has links with the Generation X, DX Army, Ruthless Aggression, and he has two gears, the first of which is going to make X break gems do 100% more damage, and the second one is all cover move that deal damage will deal 200% more damage. Now, to start this, we're not going to be using any gear. We're going to do that later. So this is no gear. Now the first move set, it's going to be the Pedigree 8 MP green move, deal 91.3k damage, and choose a 1x7 area to swap into black gems. The Phase Breaker Knee Smash, 5 MP black move, deal 190.1k damage and increase your green MP by 9. And the Short Arm Clothesline, 5 MP black move, deal 210k damage and move the pin bar left by 4 notches. So we should effectively be able to cycle this until he's out of health. Now to do that, we're going to be using the trainers Dean Ambrose, so that move that deal black move that deal damage will deal 45% more damage. We're going to be using Kofi, so that move that deal damage will deal 30% more damage. Don't care about the reds. Could be using also Godfather. He would add 20% to black and 30% to green, which we do use green, but I really wanted to boost the black, so I'd rather get 30% than 20, obviously. We're going to put in Gooker, so that all moves do 25% more damage. And I'm putting Santa Hogan here. I don't care about the bonus for the damage. I do care about the 1 MP, because this is giving me moves are starting with 5. And the tour perks are giving 3. The first turn is giving the 4th, so I need 1 more. Santa Hogan gives me the 1 more. A lot of people are getting that move bonus now with Santa, now that we're getting tokens in the current event. If you don't have the +1 with Santa, then instead put on another trainer that gives you move damage, and instead of Kofi, just put in an MP trainer, whether it's a 4 MP or a 2 MP. You got a bunch of options for that. As far as the belt goes, you probably want to go with all takedown medals for that. I didn't have a black takedown medal, so I went with armor. Wanted that plus 133% black move damage, because that's going to be a big deal for this build. I got in the cheap shot plate. You do have a bunch of options though. None of them are really going to make much of a difference. You could go with the Taker one, which is whenever you break black, you get 6 random into X break, but you don't really want to put X break on the way, because you want to be able to do the move multiple times, and those X are likely going to end your turn if you break one. You could go with the final face of Foley plate, which is whenever you break 6 black, you make 5 randoms into power gem of strength 50k. That would be pretty good, but you don't really need it. Could go with the X, but again, you don't really want those X on the board. So you got a couple options, but none of them are really going to make a difference. So let's do that. We're going to go versus Mr. Rocky Johnson, maxed out 5-star gold as well, from the brand new tours. All right. So we're going to increase our green MP. 860k damage. Now we'll use the other 731k. I'll move the pin bar to the left. Now 127k, and we're going to make some black. Ideally, you want to put those black where there is no 2 of the same color that are going to be connected. That way you got less chance of a cascade. we go. Now we're gonna do again get our MP and 662k damage. Now we're gonna move the pin bar and another 731k. He's already running out of health right now. Okay. Now we're gonna make that black area. I'm gonna put it in the exact same spot because that way you don't have anything connecting that has two. And he already has no health. Well, let's move the pin bar, although I didn't really need to move the pin bar. Increase my MP. And that'll finish it. It's just connected to a bunch of blacks. Easy peasy, he never had a chance. Should be noted that this could be a problem versus tricksters since they can dodge and you do a bunch of moves, so it's a lot of chance to get dodged. So pretty much great against everyone. Wouldn't risk it versus a trickster. Alright, well, let's look at something else. Alright, second move set for Triple H is going to be a variation of what we just saw. I forgot to mention also, by the way, the move right now is called the pedigree. The top, it's likely an error. It should be the jumping high knee, because if you look, there's another move called the pedigree, which is actually the finisher. And if you check the trial version, this move that makes the choose 1/7 is called the jumping high knee. So I'm guessing the pedigree is an error. Will likely be corrected. I already reported it. So yeah, we're going to be using the jumping high knee, 8 MP green move, deal 91.3k damage, and choose a 1/7 area to swap into black gem. The face breaker knee smash, 5 MP black move, deal 190k damage and increase your green MP by 9. And we switched the other black move with the flowing DDT, 8 MP green move, deal 93.2k damage and deal 92k bleed damage to your opponent for 3 turns. Now the downside of this is we're not getting the black move that let us basically use the moves over and over, because we're not going to be moving the pin bar, and we're replacing that with the bleed move, which really ain't that strong really. It's only 92k, it's going to do 300k over 3 turns. Not really a big deal. Also, with this setup, that means we kind of have to move away from using that many trainers that boost the black moves, which was where all our damage was coming from in the first place. So instead I put in set so that the bleed will do 66% more bleed damage. I kept Ambrose here so that my black is going to do 45%, although if your Santa doesn't give you +1, you're going to need to replace that Ambrose with a black MP trainer. Also have what's her name, Carrie here for an extra 25% for a bleed. So my bleed is at 175 for 3 turns. It's better, but it doesn't offset the loss that we're getting. Like, we're losing 700k with the other black move. So I don't think this is going to be any better. I'd say it might do better at lower level, but it is using the green move that you get at level at 5 stars. So maybe at 5-star bronze it's viable, or even 5-star silver, but I don't think it's going to be that good at 5-star gold. Let's see it. Okay. We're going to get our green. Let's put the bleed. Now we're going to get our black. If we don't have a cascade, we should still remain our turn. Alright. We can use it a second time. put the other bleed. I didn't change anything, by the way, as far as the plate and metals go. And now we're going to put it right in the middle here to match with all those blacks, because it's going to end our turn regardless. We do have 2 stacks of the bleed right now. As expected, it was not enough. It still did quite a lot of damage though. And now we can finish it. It did do a lot better than I expected it would. It still does a good amount of damage for sure. Obviously the first set I like better because, well, he's never going to get a turn with the first set. This is at least going to take you to the second turn, but that's still pretty decent. So, okay, better than expected, but I still like the first one better. Alright, let's try something else now. Alright, final moveset we're going to have a look at for Triple H, although I'm sure you could probably tinker with it a bit. It's going to be using the remaining 3 moves. The pedigree, the actual pedigree, 10 MP green move, finisher, deal 205.8k damage and choose 9 gems to destroy and pin the opponent. The Spinebuster, 8 MP yellow move, deal 96.4k damage and make 21 random gems into X-Break gems. And the Inverted Indian Deadlock, 7 MP yellow move, color submission, choose 8 gems to make into green submission gems and do 123.4k damage for 3 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into multiply gems of strength 4. Now the trainers we're going to use for that, Kofi, so that we start with that yellow. Secondary trainer, you could actually use a bunch of different. I went with Slick Rick. You could go with anything that increase your gem damage, or you could try to boost the submission. You could put Matt to have higher multiplies in there. I didn't boost the multiply. The reason for that is we're only making 8 of them. A few of them we're already going to lose because we're going to need to sacrifice to get some green MP to begin with. And you don't know how many are going to remain, so I can't really rely on those multiplies being that meaningful. So I'd rather boost any gem damage because I know for sure I will break the shit out of the board with those X-Break gems. So that's why I went with Slick Rick. I also put Omas so that my X-Break are going to do 100% more damage because half the board is going to be X-Break, so 100% for half that. And I put in Santa Ogan here. Don't care about the MP, but I do care about 2200 to all gems because again, we're going to break the shit out of the board. On top of that, I put in the all art plate here, which makes it so that my green damage and my purple damage are going to do 100% more damage for 2 turns. That's going to be some meaningful stuff right there. I did switch my plate here, not my plate, my metals, so that my green moves are going to do 133 extra damage, 133% extra damage. Not going to be a big deal though, but every little bit helps. Alright, let's try that now. So we start, I'm missing 5 MP. Okay. So only had to sacrifice 2. There's 6 left. Don't know how many will remain. Same reason I didn't use Drew as a coach that boosts the submission, because I don't really want the submission to last longer to begin with. Now my gem damage is increased. We are going to put a bunch of X's. And now we're going to break. And you can pretty much pick anything really, because they're all going to break. I'm going to pick the multipliers just to be on the safe side with those, but yeah, everything's going to break. Still, a few remain. 101.8 million, that should be more than enough. And he is down. So that works out really good. So that's pretty much it for Triple H. Probably my favorite Triple H. Although we do have Zombie Triple H that's really good, but he's super boring to use. So that's probably my favorite Triple H now. So yeah, really good character overall. I will do another video probably with the gears because I haven't got him yet. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Ciao.